there are these three liberties. One, the more difficult, the training of the soul, of the self-control, of the ability to have insight into many different areas of human life, and so know how to shape your own conduct. That's one liberty. And the others two are more apparent. The liberty to live free of tyranny and torture. The second one came later on the scene, economic liberty. It never occurred to human beings until about 1800, a little before 1800, that we could create plenty. Nobody ever asked what's the cause of wealth before. And by the way, the best answer to that was given many years later, well, not that many years later, by 77 practically, by Abraham Lincoln, when he said that he discussed, as a very young man, the 7 great steps in the history of liberty. And in the 6th one, he called attention to the patent and copyright clause of the U.S. Constitution. It's the only place in the whole Constitution where the word right appears. The right of authors and inventors to the fruits of their inventions for a limited time. And he pointed out that how this transformed the whole economic structure of the world. Heretofore, wealth was mostly land, where you had extensive lands you could live from the wheat, the barley, the fruit trees, and the wines that would follow from them, and thus and so. Oxford University had thousands of acres around the world, bringing in their abundance to them. And now suddenly you switch from the wealth of the land to the wealth of the human mind. And all kinds of things came to be invented. Lincoln himself had 2 patents. Now, my wife's father and grandfather had 50 patents between them. Some very important ones, the extension ladder, the binder that International Harvester is still using to bind up hay and things like that, and the best electric rod at use at the time, and so on and so forth. Well, all these discoveries, chewing gum, great boon to the human race, all these things were invented. Almost everything around us was invented since the patent and copyright law. Practically all American wealth is built on an invention or a discovery. It might be discovery of a new way of doing things, or a new way of analyzing things, or of organizing things. But a lot of them are just different products that didn't exist before.